And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and we're here on our last prologue. A sorceress just getting started. And she's kind of annoying, but you can't win them all. Let's get to it. Ain't gonna win itself. Game's not gonna win itself. I hate my life. Anyway, just kidding. Welcome to Palace Village. Mercs don't work for free, you know. They don't? I thought they did. When did that change? You ought to be more worried about a merc who works for free. Why is that? Okay, this negotiation is starting to get kind of weird. Just plan a counterattack. Okay, and there was someone who did... What the hell? Holy shit! Babe search. I just wish women would teleport into my room like that on a daily basis. I teleported to the wrong place again. Fail! And you can name her whatever you want, but we'll stick with Lilica for the cheap seats. Indeed. Dumb broad. At least I came to a place where everyone seems so nice. So you find out that they eat people. Shadow Hearts reference. I guess there's no harm in resting for a while. Ah, there we go. Hey, it tastes good. What's wrong with you? What they didn't tell you is the stuff they dump on the rice is horse turds and giraffe semen. Okay, so apparently this girl's in the wrong place. Probably at the wrong time. To some extent. So, yeah. I'm so impressed. Don't impress anyone can use magic, you know? You can just put a wand up your butt crack, wave it, and then rip out a big juicy fart and boom, magic. Pick out a loved one's voice or your own name in a noisy room. What? Sensitive hearing and sharp eyes? It's the magical powers that Mitt Romney used to get universal health care in his state before he ran for president. Look it up. It's a running gag. Hypocrites don't win elections. Not that I like the other guy either, I'm just making a point. That's as much of politic nonsense as you'll hear out of me. Anyway. I don't want to be alone. Great, we're in a big fucking empty void where probably horrible things live, reside, and will happen. You can do it. And it's all up to you. You can do it. You can make your dreams come true. You can do it. Don't follow through it. Don't fuck it up and you will move it. Alright, enough of that. God, you suck. This time I'll show you a different method and it'll be fine. So anyway, it looks like Lilica's somehow talking to her sister. And falling. This time. Okay, so her tool comes by default. It's the fire rod and Millennium puzzles. Yeah, I hate them. I hate Millennium fucking puzzles. Wild Arms games and Millennium puzzles are not fun. They're fun like the first 3 times you do them. Luckily, Wild Arms 2, I don't believe has a full spectrum of Millennium puzzles. It was Wild Arms 3 that had this mini puzzle fucking game. Oh my god. Just ran around and fucking did these box, push puzzles, and it was just, oh my god. Just wanted to kill someone. I really did. I was gonna kill someone trying to get through that fucking game. It's not a bad thing. It's just so monotonous, and the rewards sometimes were okay, but sometimes they were just really shitty for the puzzle being as hard as it was. It just begs the question of why was the puzzle that hard? Why? Oh, I fucked up. Son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. Luckily, just do this. And for what it's worth, what are Millennium puzzles? They're exactly what I said. They're puzzles. You get to philander yourself through them. Not philander, what's the word I'm looking for? You get to meander through them in an attempt to, in a sense, you're trying to solve these puzzles by rising and lowering, and then you gotta figure out which way to go. So you want to drop down here. And now we've got, like, 3 directions to go. It fucking sucks. I would say... I think it's this way. I think it's this way. No, it's not. Whoopsies. It's which way is north? Okay, if that's north, it's this way. I'll find out in a moment. Like I said, it's a lot of memorization. There's also actual enemies here. The problem is when you're doing the puzzles and stuff, the enemies don't spawn when you're like standing in place and trying to do some of this. So I don't recommend running through here or jumping. You want to get her, like I said, to level 2 before you leave this dungeon. So make sure you do that. And she's got the same amount, 10 XP till leveling. So, oh, fuck me to tears. Like I said, we're going to do this puzzle first, and then what I'll probably do is waste a little bit of this episode just making her some of those random battles appear, because you need them to appear. You need them to appear. Tee-hee. There we go. I see the little bubble above my head. Fighting. Make sure we don't fall off. There we go. There's the battle. So FP, when I mentioned it, I think earlier in the game, when is FP really, really important in this game? FP is really important for characters like Lilica, and there are other characters that it's very, very important to with as well. But much later in the game is when it applies. But early on, it's very important for Lilica to have access to her spells. Her spells require that much FP by default. Now, she doesn't use the FP. You just have to build it up to that point, and then you can cast whatever you want out of there as much as you want. Unless you lower your FP, by using, like, Mystic or something. Mystic spreads an item up across 3 characters. So, just as a heads up. And as you can see, Ice will just give him. So let's go ahead and use Heal, which is actually a cure spell. So in other RPGs, we usually call that our healing. You just think of Heal as something that removes status effects. But in a sense, Lilica's Lilica's prologue is technically the easiest because she really can't die. As long as you're healing her when her HP gets low, she'll never die. The catch is that she's slower than everything until level 2. Once she hits about level 2, she'll be fine. You're in the battle is Warden. So she needs another battle to be at level 2. So you notice she levels to level 2 really, really quickly. Just saying. That's something that's interesting is the other Brad and Ashley took a little more work to level up. Lilica does not need as much work at all. And I don't remember why it's that way, it just is. So don't ask me, why did they do it that way? If you're... Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I always thought this was kind of cool. The other thing is we need to see how much XP it takes for her to get to level 3. As well, because we might need to fight a couple of battles depending. Alright, 2 more blocks to go. This is dump. I hate this place. Alright. Simple enough. The hell? Oh. There we go. Ooh. I screwed up. Didn't I? Yep. Let's just drop here. Okay. This is what you gotta do. Just looking at it, you can figure it out. There we go. That's not so bad. You can see there's 2 ways to go. It's obviously this way. Why go through all that trouble if it wasn't this way, right? Oh, shit. And for the sake of heals, or being healed, rather. The other thing, too, is the higher Lilica's base level is, the more FP she'll start with. And this applies to actually every character. So let's say you have a character who's at level 10. He'll have 10 FP every time he starts the battle. So Lilica starts becoming your most effective character by about... I would say easily by about level 12. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it. She's probably she's pretty strong by level 12. And the perk of having her at level 12 is literally that. Oh shit, I screwed up, didn't I? I might have screwed up. I might have got myself killed, but I have a Gimmel coin and I'll use it. I don't care. You said to save him, bro! I know I did, but I really don't see myself dying anytime soon. And I don't see myself missing 1 Gimmel coin is not going to be the end of the world. There's also no items in this area or in any of Lilica's Prologue. It's kind of the reason you usually do Lilica's Prologue last, because if you need any healing items or you need something, you have access to those things, right now. You have heal berries, you have enough items to get by. Whereas you wouldn't have anything if you started, raw, as one would say. You started this one first, so I don't recommend that you play through this dungeon first. Also, if you are a completionist and you want to fight every enemy in the game, there's 3 enemy types here. You've only seen 1. There's actually 2 other enemy types here. And they only appear here, and this is not a repeatable dungeon. The other 2 places we were at, we'll go back to get other things and do other things in them. This dungeon you cannot return to under any condition. So you need to make sure that you've killed and acquired everything that can be gotten here. Kind of lucked out that they didn't use Shock Beam on me. Ooh, that would have sucked. Condition green. Probably use a heal berry to get her back to full health. Just to be on the safe side. Be nice when she can insta-give stuff because she has enough. Like I said, Lilica becomes a great character for the middle portion of the game. By end game, some people really like her, some people don't. Again, like Brad, they tend to lose some of their popularity for variable reasons. It's not definitive why. It's just some people's playing preferences. There's 6 characters you can play with in the game. I'm not ruining anything. You can totally tell by the way the game's set up that there's room for 6 characters, because there's even a thing that says switch out. So there's going to be more characters. I'm not going to tell you who, though. Not that even though you'll be able to figure most of that out anyway when the time comes, so much to say. Alright. And do this. And I want to say... Just go here, I guess. Lots of healing gems. I have a feeling I might have went the wrong way, but that's fine. Don't care that much. Oh, she only needs 40 to level. Okay, so we're good on that too. We don't really need to even fight any more battles. Like I said, I'm not going for... Oh, fuck me to tears. I'm not going for 100% monster kill. So it's not important to me. It's something that is not important to me, and it shouldn't be important to you either, unless you're one of those completists, like, you know, achievement hunters. And even those guys don't even play these old-ass games and do achievements. So they only do games where you can get achievements. I don't know. I don't really watch those shows, so I assume that's what they do. Pretty sure that's what they do. Not a lot of retro gamers do 100% completions because some of these old games have some ridiculous requirements for 100% completion. Trust me, do the Regulo Regala on your own. You see what I'm talking about. Without a guide, do it. You see what I'm talking about. I did it when I was younger without a guide. You do it, fuckers. And I won't do it again. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up. And another one down. One more to go. Like I said, this isn't necessarily a hard dungeon. It's just, again, it's just, nobody likes doing this shit. I don't know anybody that loved the puzzle block games in any of the Wild Arms. Even if it's in Wild Arms 2, there are people like, God, I hate this intro. And I don't blame them. I'm not a big fan of it either. Alright, so let's do this. So the trick to this one, I could just solve it now, because I know what it is. But for what it's worth, I'll just show you guys what it is, too. You're going to see these blocks here. You need to take note of how tall the block is and what color it is. The color and the height is going to be different in every room. Okay? Just be aware. It's not a big deal. Just don't give me that shit about, I can't figure the puzzle out. It's too hard. My mangina hurts. Too bad. It's not a hard fucking puzzle to figure out. There's no instructions. There's nothing to tell you what to do. You just have to notice that that's the one thing that's different. So this is yellow that's too tall in that position. You gotta remember what position you saw them in too. You can't just grow them in any position you want. You have to remember where they were on the on that grid when you walked up to it. Yeah, it's not hand fed to you. Speaking of hand-fed, here's one of the other enemy types. There's a third type we haven't run into yet. And we might be lucky enough to run into it, but I don't really care. Hit them with fire magic is your best bet. And they really do nothing different than freeze and aqua. They throw magic spells at you for 10 damage. Especially at least at level 2. I think at level 1 they do like 12 to 15. They're nothing to really freak out about. Nothing we just can't take down with a couple of well-placed spells. Break being stone. It's not what you think. It doesn't petrify things. I always think of that because of Final Fantasy games. Now I don't anymore because most games don't go by those naming cycles anymore. They have their own shtick now. Yay! Nice fucking umbrella. What is your umbrella, Scottish? Alright. Keep her HP high. It's kind of the only one you really gotta worry about that with. In this prologue, because you can't heal right away in a battle. Okay, that's green, that's 3 tall. And last but certainly not least, red, which is 1. So it should be left up. So left should be blue. Yellow is top left. Bottom right is red. And top right is green. Or something like that. So let's go solve this stupid fuck puzzle. Get it? Stupid fuck puzzle. Giggity, 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 go. Run. Alright, so here we go. So you just gotta stay on it. 1, 2, 3. And as it's going up on the color specific, just 2, 3. If you fuck it up, you gotta start all over. That one's 1. And this one should be 2. And there it is. Ta-da! Like I said, not very hard. Bet your ass it'll be tricky later, but it is whatever. And to finish this off, up, up, and away! And look at there. That's not so hard. For some reason, I understand why people hate the Millennium puzzles, just because it's very it's very disorienting. It can be disorienting at times, and you can get lost in it because there's a lot of teleport crystals that will take you to places you've already been, or will take you can get it's a maze. It's not just a puzzle; it's a maze. It's a shitty maze too. But for what it's worth, you got to get through it, right? And obviously, there ends the Millennium puzzle. So she was doing that in her head while explaining magic. I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't really care that much either. Okay, you don't say. Well, you know, you could just get raid. Wait, they're not giant bugs, they're just monsters. Got it. Okay. Damn right I do. I like how they put the little emote in there. Remember, this game came out before texting had emotes. That's not true. No, texting was around, I think, in 2000, but it wasn't. Emotes were not popular back then, so just saying. Alright, really quick. Our health is full. We're looking pretty good. You may want to do this. Use the memory person standing here, because we got a boss fight coming up. I think I said in the first episode, she's the one without a boss fight. I'm thinking of a different Wild Arms game. So I was wrong. I don't remember every single detail. God. Okay, so now that that's done, there's 3 dudes out here wandering around, you know, checking the vicinity. You have to talk to all 3 of them without leaving town. No reason to leave town anyway. Okay, here's one dude. And they're all, like, near the perimeter, so just follow the perimeter of this town, which you can't go into the stores. You can't do anything in the stores, so don't bother with it. And once you've talked to all 3 of these clowns, the story should continue. Could be 4 guys out here, but I think it's just the 3. Alright, the damage is limited to what? To the wheat and the wheat fields, come to think of it. They're back. Monsters! Monsters! Ghost Lilka! Dun, 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 dun. I ain't afraid of no beasts. Oh, God. Yeah. You and your fucking magic. Alright, so we go into our next battle. Creepy crawler. Oh. Hope he doesn't French kiss us. Because we fight the boundless glutton monster Oliver. Food, glorious food, food, wonderful. Okay. Shouldn't quote musicals like that all the time. Alright, so pretty much here's the deal. Once you get rid of the legs, he attacks you with his strongest attack, which does about 30 to 33 damage. 35 even, I've seen it do. So we gotta weaken his leg first. His leg, surprisingly, is weak to ice magic, so when we're ready to actually take it out, you know, we can go ahead and do it then. I think, including that attack, it only has about 200 HP, so you probably don't want to bust its balls too much trying to do it. Because you might do more damage than you really want. So one frost or freeze spell should be enough. Should be. Yeah. So we won't hit him again with a frost spell until we're ready to take the leg out. The main body has about 500, I think. I think it has exactly 500 HP to be more precise. Make sure you always keep Lilica's HP above 35. Okay, and it sounds kind of crazy, but because you're healing all the time, you know, you're healing in almost every other turn, which is fine. It'll keep you alive. Go ahead and hit the upper body with fire. I don't think ice works as well on the upper body. And he, like I said, that upper body's got about 500, so we're going to knock it down as close as we can to 500. So 138, so let's just say 140. We're going to have to heal again. Heal. Again, if you're at level 2, you should be faster than Oliver. So it shouldn't be a problem. 140. Ew, that just sounds nasty. Would this be like 280? Give or take. Yeah, 140, 270. I'm rounding to the nearest 10. 270. This is how I remember how much HP. This is how I make sure I know how much HP they have. Right, what, 270 now? So heal. And so one more spell to the main body, and then we can take his leg out. And we should be good to go. Good to go. Because if this does 130, that'll put him at 400, so... Yeah. Oh, damn! Actually did more than I thought. Oops. Well, whatever. She still made level 3. I miss a big berry for it, and I don't get as much gil or XP. Only got 60. Damn, I thought... Could have sworn he had more HP than that. I guess not. Or I counted wrong, and that's possible too. Oh well, whatever. We won't let that happen again. Damn right I did. I'm a badass bitch. So, was your magic, Dad? Yeah, we got that. We established this already. V for victory, sucker! Oh, yeah. So that's gonna end, Lilka's prologue. As we get to the end here. What you have happened, blah, blah, blah. You very much, really, thank you. No, thank you! Da 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 da. Yeah. Really alright with only this? Yeah, we're good! So she's getting another teleport gem. I've been Again, the question is, where's it gonna whisk her to now? Oh boy. Yeah, eventually. I'm not drunk and hopped up on hooch. Up, up, and away! And if that doesn't make any references to you, black cats are unlucky, and having a untied shoe, I think in Japanese culture, is also a sign of bad luck. So they're all like, oh god, 2 signs of bad luck. It's subtle, I know. A lot of people don't get it. It's okay. Might have blown it, yeah, really. She totally blew it. Still haven't had breakfast yet. Yeah. Food, glorious food. I won't keep making that reference. I'm sure I'll be okay if I get to the Valeria home. I'm sure they'll feed you. They'll feed you with lies, deceit, rage, and a side of hot cocoa. Maybe. Alright. And we get a chance to save, so we're going to take some liberty with that. Saving is your friend. It is, I promise. The comet has disrupted the heavens. I need to do something. I must hurry. Alright, well hurry then already, damn it. You slacker. Watch, she just... What the hell? Big old bright shining light. Evil omens. Evil omens! As we arrive to the town of Maria. Oh, Maria. Oh, Maria. Yes, hey, I remember that kid. He's a loser. A jackass. He's a nice jackass. Ashley's rubbing his eyes. Oh, yes, it's me, sleepyhead, it's me. And her name is Marina. I like it. Oh, it's only you, Marina. What a dick. Yes, I can. Oops, sorry about that. Visitors, really? I wonder who it is. Dominoes! Alright, before you do anything, make sure you grab a bullet load. Or a load full of bullets. And a resistance apple. And, you know, you're gonna get into the habit of looking for things like this because stuff hides in barrels. Like in the first Wild Arms, you just gotta check shit. So we get a sorcery apple. I'm sure you know who I'm gonna use that on. It's not a fucking mystery. So we head downstairs. I don't think there's anything in this barrel. Oh, there was. Whoops! Vitality apple. Alright, let's go ahead and head out. Hey, dude, what's up? Thanks for helping out the other day, dude. Oh, dude. The withered ruins. Grandma! Yeah, I'm sure you're excellent. But I wouldn't be if you hadn't rescued me, dude. Oh, I'm gonna grow up to be that... I'm gonna grow up to be the stupid, poorly acted... I can't tell a joke right now. I was gonna say he's gonna grow up to be Keanu Reeves. But, whatever. I'm sorry, Keanu, but you're not even worth a joke. Okay, we can name these guys whatever you want. Scott, we'll name him Scott. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm pleased to meet you. Boy in native dress or poncho. Tim, And he comes with a little face icon, like a little avatar. I want to take note of that for later. 3 of us hang out together because we're all orphans. I could almost put that to a musical, couldn't I? A favor? Okay. So definitely offer your services, because if you don't, you miss out on a really decent reward. Not that I use this reward a lot, but I do know a lot of people who use it in their playthroughs. It's an item called the Crest Cap. You can have a spell put into it and use it as an item in battle. And so it's like casting a free spell. I think you can only do it once, then you got to reload it. I don't remember because I never used it. But people have told me that it's quite valuable, especially if you're, you know, not a high level, or you haven't been using your lucky cards very well later in the game. So anyway, well, we could go off and do all that stuff. There's a few other things we could do later. So on the next episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2, exploring the town of Maria, getting that damn cat, and more, we'll see you there.